Alright guys, good morning. It's the next morning, about 6 o'clock in the morning. Let me show you what happened all night last night. So as you come down through here, this is also the next morning of the first video I posted about stretching the trailer. Everybody just said they couldn't be done. We got it done, fellas. Thanks for all the support, by the way, everybody, and if you followed along. But so basically what happens is you come driving down through here looking for spots down through here, but what happens is you have no idea that there's nowhere to turn around. Crap, I know you guys can't see, but trucks got stuck down here all night long. I heard them turning around. People were cussing and raising hell. There's nowhere to turn around down here. If I'm still here when it's daylight, I'll show you guys a little bit better view of this kind of cul-de-sac area. But I just woke up. I got to take a leak. I'm going to do pre-trip, and we're going to put some miles in today. What is going on, guys? We are on East 5 in New York. We've stopped for our 30-minute break on the side of the road here. I just want to show you guys something here. I hope I can get out here to it. Woo! I don't think there's any snakes up here, is there? Ooh, let me turn this camera around. Look at those waves, huh? Let me see if I can get out here. Should probably lock my truck so I don't come back to some weirdo. Look at that. That is beautiful. Sunlight's terrible. Let me see if I can fix that. Still bad? Alright guys, so it's about 6 o'clock at night. We got about 45 minutes to get to the truck stop. So I had those two partials going. I think I talked to you guys about this. I had one partial picking up in New York.
On the right to Walton Avenue East.
That one went to Atlanta, Georgia. Then I had another one picking up in Pennsylvania, going to Tampa. They were both paying $1 a mile each. It was about 7,000 pounds combined, about 30 feet. Trying to get home. Stupid phone keeps falling. We ended up booking those at, like, you know, I ate breakfast. So it was around breakfast time. And about 30 minutes ago, we get a call from the broker saying that one of the loads isn't ready, the Pennsylvania to Tampa. So now my whole day is wasted for looking on the board. That's pretty frustrating. To waste an entire day that you could have been looking on the board, because I don't know what it is about these shippers that are in such a big hurry. They're not even done making the product or packaging it or whatever. You know, you show up sometimes and they're still painting it sometimes. It's like, you do realize I have to strap this down, right? So my straps are going to rip off every bit of the paint that you just put on there. They don't care. But one of them canceled, so now I'm stuck going south. And the bigger problem is the one that was going to Atlanta, they weren't going to unload on the weekend. Man, this phone thing is driving me nuts. So I have to drop that on Monday. And here's another issue. So I grabbed both of these loads when I was eating breakfast. And Truck Stop gives you the deadhead, how much of a deadhead that you have. Now I know that it's not always exactly right. Sometimes it's off. It's even worse in the mountains or whatever because it does as a crow flies. But here's the problem. I'm dropping in Ogden. I'm picking up in Elmira. Truck Stop told me it was 70 miles from Ogden to Elmira. I was like, okay. And then from Ogden to, I think it's like Purple Port, Royal Purple Port, some weird name in Pennsylvania. I think it's above Harrisburg.
Take exit 52E.
Said it was 200 miles.
Walton Avenue East.
And I looked on the map real fast and it kind of went down in the same direction. I'm like, that can't add that much. So called them up, booked them both, got to looking at the route from Ogden to Emerly or Elmira is 130 miles. So that's almost double what Truck Stop had. And then from Elmira to whatever, Pennsylvania, it was going to be like 6 hours of driving. And I told the brokers, because the brokers said that they don't load after 2 o'clock. I was like, I can make that easy. So I told them that I could. Well, after figuring it out, I was like, man, I can't make this. So I called the people that were dropping and I was like, hey, what's the earliest you guys open up? He said, well, we're usually there at 6:30. Will that work for you? I was like, man, if you guys can get there any earlier, it would be a big help. He said, I'll come in and open at 6 o'clock for you. I was like, all right, perfect. Bam, punch it in the GPS. I'm not gonna make it to, I wasn't gonna make it to Ogden in time.
33 West, then exit
bypassing tolls. So I was like, screw it. I'll take the tolls, pay the tolls. That way I can go pick all these up, make everybody happy. Well, now I've been driving on these tolls and the load cancels. So now I have to wake up earlier than my chickens and start my clock at 5:30, 5 o'clock in the morning to go pick up a partial and to sit around and wait now. All because, right now I'm running into traffic. All because, you know, these people are trying to ship stuff that isn't even ready yet. So I don't know how people do these partials. We've had a lot of partials fall out. It's such a pain in the ass.
33 West, then exit right.
I just don't understand. We've had more partials fall out than probably normal. And I don't know if they're canceling the loads and giving them to somebody else cheaper. I have no idea what's going on. Oh good, I don't have to be in those lanes over there. So that's what's up now. I got about 45 minutes to the truck stop now. And then I guess we'll wake up at the crack of dawn. It's before the crack of dawn. So I can get to this place and get unloaded at 6 o'clock. Man, it's so frustrating. You know, I should be able to charge those people a no truck use fee, but you can't really do that until the day of. If they would have canceled the day of, like if they would have canceled tomorrow, technically I could have charged them for it. But man, they wasted my whole day that I could have been looking at the board. So it's frustrating. Let me hop off here. I'm getting into some traffic. I'll see you guys at the truck stop. All right, guys, we are just right outside Rochester. We're about 12 minutes from our drop, according to Google. We jumped on the Trucker Path app, which, by the way, is garbage now. So if you haven't updated it, do not update it because it is ridiculously slow now. But this is where we're at. A few parking spots here. We're tucked away right there. I don't know, what is that, like maybe a 40 truck park. That restaurant across the street right there is supposed to be really good, so I'm probably gonna walk over there and hit that up. I was hoping, I still haven't done laundry. I completely forgot to do laundry this morning when I woke up. That truck stop was last night with the people sleeping in the laundry room and the trucks turning around all night. Was a complete mess. But there's a Dunkin' Donuts over here for the morning though too, so that will be nice. What else is going on? So other than that load canceling, there was another one that picked up in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, going down to an Air Force base kind of north of, well, it's by Macon, Robinson Air Force Base. I was like, there was a reason that other load canceled. Well, I called the guy up. He was paying like $900 on like 700 miles. I was like, that's perfect. But the problem is, he needed me, so he had it listed as a partial, but he needed me to show up empty. He needed me to show up empty so that it looked like I was running it dedicated. So he wanted me to go pick up his first. I was like, well, I'm in New York. I'm picking up the other one in New York. I said I'd have to drive down to Pennsylvania and then pick yours up and then come back up to New York. So he basically told me to screw off because I wasn't gonna do what he wanted. But it is what it is, you know. It's whatever. That's the type of stuff that you run into out here, you know. The rates are shit. You know, I don't know what to tell you guys. But jump on some Facebook pages, guys. If you don't want to take my word for it, jump on some hotshot Facebook pages and see and look at the posts. Everybody's complaining about it. So if you go out and buy a truck or trailer and you're only doing it to yourself, you know, you have nobody else to blame. I'm not telling you to do it. Other people might be telling you to do it, but it's a bad idea. But let me run in here, grab something to eat. I don't know why this thing's so blurry at night. All right, I babble too much. I gotta get off. All right, guys, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. We have arrived to unload these gold sluicing boxes. This is a giant gold mine. After we get unloaded, I'll walk over there and see if we can see anything. Man, it's so blurry at night with this thing. He's getting the forklift warmed up and ready. And like I said, we lost one of those loads yesterday. So when we get this unloaded, we'll go to Elmira, New York to pick up one of the partials. That partial goes to Atlanta, and we'll see what else we can grab down along the way. So let's get to work. Alright guys, so we are in New York. We're about 45 minutes from picking up in Elmira. We got pulled in.
All your lights are on, right?
They're automatic, so yeah, there they are. Alright guys, just got pulled over. Well, got pulled over. New York has those, you know, pull in if the lights are flashing kind of thing. I don't know what he did. I don't know if you would consider that a level 1 or what. Because he kind of bounced around. He didn't really check. Like, you know, he asked for the fire extinguisher and the triangles, and he looked up and he could see that I got hit for my tent. He laughed about that. He's like, that's ridiculous. They shouldn't have hit you for the 1%. Super, super cool guy. Okay, so he's calling this a level 2 inspection. No brake measurement required for a level 2 inspection. He didn't find anything wrong. Got under the trailer, looked at the trailer, looked at all the lights, did my horn, did the usual stuff. Yeah, so, I mean, that's good. So this is the second inspection since we have had our authority. Obviously, you know, the first one we got put out of service because our battery on our trailer went bad. He didn't even check that. He looked up and he seen that something's wrong. And I didn't film this, but when I did one of my pre-inspections when it was super dark one morning, I'm missing a bearing cap. So I just took a plastic bag and a zip tie and zip tied it. They got a kick out of that. He also got a kick out of the air conditioner. Let me turn this GoPro off. He also got a kick out of the air conditioner. So that's cool. But yeah, I put a plastic bag on there with a zippy tie. He brought a couple of guys over to look at it. And he's like, I don't think that's gonna last very long. I was like, well, I got new ones ordered, so yeah, that's it. So we're squeaky clean, fellas. Everybody freaking out about my trailer. How do you like those apples? All right, guys, we are in Elmira, New York. Probably been here for about 45 minutes to an hour. They couldn't figure out the correct pickup number. Come to find out, there was a number on the Raycon I was supposed to call. They got to a different kind of division of the property, and who knows. I usually just come to shipping or receiving, give them the pickup number, they're good to go. So this guy hunted me down, found me, and fixing to get loaded up. It's a good thing we lost that other load, because I'm running so late with this and getting stopped by DOT that I'd have probably not made my pickup time on that other one. So he went to go get what we're gonna pick up, and we'll see what we got. All right, guys, there's partial number one. If I had to guess, these are some type of concrete form. I have no idea, but I don't put it all the way up front. It's supposed to be 13 feet. I think this was supposed to be a 13-foot load. Figured I could always push them forward if I have to, or drag them backwards with that cable pulley that we have. I'm sure I'm over on my drives. I'm gonna leave here and go get this thing weighed, and then I need to walk this thing off, see how much more room and how much more weight we can grab. And 2, 3, I'll do that. And we'll look for another partial going toward the house. So let me, I'm waiting on the paperwork now. We'll get the paperwork, or we'll get this thing weighed. I'll walk it off and we'll know what we can grab. All right, guys, we drove, closest truck stop was about 30 minutes away. It's Dandy's. It's right over the New York, Pennsylvania border off of, God, where am I even at? 86. Man, they are the slowest people in there. I swear that, whew. Anyways, we are at 19760. Now, this said it weighed, the BOL said it weighed 4,500 pounds, but you guys have seen my weigh tickets empty. So this was actually only like 3,000 pounds. So that's going to allow me to do like 1,500 more pounds than I thought. So also got some Subway for lunch because I'm a fat ass. So we might just park it here and start looking for a load. See what we can find. We've got till Monday to drop this stuff that we have on the trailer now. Actually, I think I could probably drop it later than Monday, but I'm trying to get home. And I don't know, we'll see what we can find. All right, guys, we are about 19 miles east of where we were. I think it's Sayre, Pennsylvania, or Sayre, New York. I don't know which one. We're like right along the border. But the other truck stop didn't have a shower, and I need a shower desperately. But I thought I had a military load picking up in Delaware and dropping down in Florida. The guy's like, yeah, it's paying $2,300, which would have made it $2.30 a mile. It was 30 feet, 4,000 something pounds. I was like, cool, yeah, I can do that for you. He's like, all right, let me check to make sure that nobody's given it away yet. Shit, I hope not, man. I just seen it pop on the board. So I hung up with him, and I never sit there and think, well, I have this load, it's mine. So I kept looking, swiping down, and I see somebody else has it. And I'm like, what the hell? And I call them up, and they were completely honest. They're like, yeah, we don't have this load, we're bidding on it. I'm like, damn, that's kind of messed up. I said, I just called another broker, and he acted like it was his. He's like, no, this came through like the bid portal or whatever that they have. I was like, all right. He's like, well, we're trying to move it for $1,700. I was like, well, I'm gonna be honest with you. The other broker offered $2,300. He said, I tell you what. He said, if we win the bid, I'll call you up and we'll see what we can work out. I was like, all right, let's do that. So I don't know. It's probably been like an hour. Haven't heard from him. So I called the first broker back just to see if he would ever come clear about it's a bid. And I was like, yeah, hey, you said you were going to check and make sure that nobody had given this load away yet. He's like, yeah, I can't get my customer to answer the phone. I'm like, oh, you can't? He's like, no. He's like, look, if you can find another load, I would take it. But I'll call you back if my customer calls me back. I was like, oh, okay. So, anyways, I jumped in the truck and we're 19 miles down the road. I have to get a shower. We may end up staying here for the night. I seen a load. It was 30 feet going 800 miles. I think it was 800 miles, and they wanted to pay $6.50 or $650. And I called them up and I'm like, do you guys have this rate wrong? He's like, no, it's paying $650. I'm like, you guys want to pay? You guys, what did it end up being? I can't remember. I'll post it if I remember. It was some ridiculous amount. Now, I don't even think it was $1 a mile. I'm like, you guys want to pay less than $1 a mile for 30 foot of deck? He's like, yep, that's what it's paying. I'm like, well, look, I'll do it for $1,000. And he's like, well, let me go ask somebody. And he comes back and it's like, best we can do is 800. I'm like, no thanks. I can't give you. Yeah, even at the 800, I think it ended up being 80 cents a mile. I'm like, I can't give you 30 feet of my deck for $800. So he's like, all right, well, have a nice day. I'm like, okay. Next thing I know, the load was gone. Some idiot took it for that. So let me grab a shower, guys. I'm dirty. All right, guys, let me show you guys what we're dealing with here. So they have 3 showers, right? These things are $8. $8 a shower. And this is what you get. You get this little bitty room right here. I don't even know where the light switch is at. Right here, maybe? Okay, that's what we got right there. That for $8. And if somebody wanted to come in here and take a peek at your wiener, they could. So, I don't know. Let's see how clean the shower is. It's not bad. It smells like cleaner, but it's still musty. All right. All right. I jacked up. So when I went in there and I asked for a shower, She said that'll be $8. I said $8. I said I'll pay $8 to wash off in your garden hose. This is probably the worst shower I've ever had. The pressure was non-existent. And then, so I turned the shower on all the way, get undressed, get that image out of your head, fellas. Get undressed, and I feel the water temperature and it's not really warm. It's like, okay, so it's gonna be one of those showers. So I'm in there about halfway through, and then it turns to scalding fucking hot. And it was damn near impossible to find a good temperature. But we got it done. So it's I think it's like 2:30. I'm gonna jump back in the truck, see if we can find something to fill this trailer up. I was hoping those military loads would call me. I guess that's not happening. So I don't know. Let's see what we can find. All right, fellas, it is now 6:30, 5:30. Is it 5:30, Lita?
Yeah, 5:30.
It's 5:30. I got 2 hours left of driving. I've been screwed by a few brokers today. I had one broker tell me that I had the load. It was paying $1,500 going like 500 miles, right? So I was like, sweet. He's like, I'll let my customer know you have it. Yeah, I'll let my customer know I have a driver for him, and I'll get you a packet over, and you'll be good to go. Great. Hang up with him. I'm still swiping through the board because I don't give up, and I'm seeing some decent loads going my way home. Right? I'm like, whew. Good thing I got a load, because this would have worked too. Well, an hour goes by. I haven't heard anything from him. Where's this thing taking me to? Let me plug my phone back in. I'll get right back with you guys. All right, sorry about that. I don't trust my Garmin, so I like to run both my GPSs at the same time. But I can't run my GPS unless my phone's plugged into the truck. So, anyways, like I was saying, the broker was screwing me around, saying that I had the load. I didn't hear anything from him for an hour. I called him back. I'm like, is it still good? Are we still good? Or do I need to start looking for another load? No, we're good. Sit around, wait. Finally, 5 o'clock rolls around, and I call him again. And I'm like, what's going on? He's like, oh, you didn't get my voicemail? I said, no, I didn't get your voicemail. I guess he had called at 4 o'clock when somebody else was calling me, and it sent him the voicemail. My phone didn't know that I had a voicemail. So we lost that load. And then the military one, I told you guys about the military one, we lost that load. Finally, I got on the board, and I just have multiple states as pickup and multiple states as drop off. This one's in West Virginia going to Birmingham. 3,500 pounds. It's like 8 feet. God dang it. This magnet just can't handle these roads sometimes. 3,500 pounds. It's like it's a bucket to a tractor, right? Going, like I said, from where at in West Virginia? I've got Lita on FaceTime over here on the iPad. Huh? Somerville, West Virginia to Birmingham, Alabama. I think it's 600 miles, paying $1,300. So, and that's kind of, so I'll go down, I'll hit Atlanta Monday. She said we may be able to drop this Saturday. If we can drop this on Saturday, we'll drop this Saturday. Shoot back up to Atlanta. Drop that Monday. Maybe look for something going from Atlanta down. I don't know if we'll find anything or not. Who knows? But that's the deal. So $1,300 for that. This partial's $900. So I haven't sat down and figured out the miles. It sucks. There was some really good paying loads that just didn't work out. It is what it is. So I'll update you guys. This will have me stopping at 7:30, which means I can drive again at 5:30, which means I have to wake up at 4:30. So it's going to be another early morning just to hustle and get this done for her. Super nice older lady. She's a dispatcher as well as a broker. She said she completely understands what's going on. Gave me an awesome rate for this. I love it. So let me plug this thing back in so my Garmin doesn't get me lost, and we'll see you guys at the truck stop. All right, guys, we drove up till we ran out of time again, and there was nothing around. I drove over to Walmart. They have signs up saying that you can't park there, which they normally do, but they had half of the parking lot coned off, and they were redoing the lines and the tar on there. So we're at Lowe's. I actually went into Walmart. I was going to do some grocery shopping so I could cook tonight. That Walmart didn't have any groceries, so I'm gonna walk around here. I think there's a grocery store over here. Of course, it is kind of late. I might just get something to go and get some stuff for get some donuts or something for in the morning, so I don't have to stop somewhere for the morning. But this is where we made it. I think I have 5.5 hours left to pick up that other partial. So that partial, that bucket, it ends up being about $1.30 a mile after I do, what is it, 500 miles of deadheading, which it's deadheading in the right direction toward the house. Plus it's $1.30, plus what's on the truck is $1 a mile. So probably after going to either Birmingham or Atlanta and then to Birmingham, or either or, it'll probably be like $2 a mile, which it doesn't sound, you know, it doesn't sound bad. It's great. It's just the stress today of losing so many jobs, having so many brokers tell me that they were going to call me back, and they never called me back. You know, it's tough. It's I don't know how people do partials, because you always have to worry, okay, well, where am I going to put this on the trailer? Which one's going to unload first? Am I going to be over on my drives? Am I going to be over on this? Is it going to ride properly? All that. So let me run over here to this grocery store, and we're going to grab something for breakfast, and then I don't know if we'll get something here for dinner tonight. I walked over to a Wendy's. The line was ridiculous. I'm like, I gotta get my truck moved before these guys start painting the lines over here. So, God, I'm babbling again. It's 2.5 minutes. All right, I'll let you go. All right, guys, I didn't get footage loading this because they loaded it too fast. But what we got is this bucket here. I've just got to figure out how to chain this thing down now. I'm not really sure what to do here, other than maybe what we could do is make sure we ain't got knots in our chain first, and then we're gonna come up. I think we're gonna come up through here and pull one this way. Like so, and then we'll do the same thing here. Like so. And then we got the one on the back here. Thing's supposed to weigh 3,500 pounds. I had them put it back behind the axle a bit since we're heavy on our drives. We'll do this here. Hook that. Hook this. We'll put these on now. I don't know if I can get another loop there or not. All right, we're going in with it. That go in. All right, we're gonna redo this one, I think. No, we still got, I thought we ran out. Got that. Do a couple more on this. Now that's what most people would normally do, is that. But you guys know me. I like to over secure things. So we're gonna put some more on here. There's one more here. To that one. One more here. To that one. I don't have a belt on. My shorts keep falling off. That to there. That's there. Grab these 2 more binders. See, this is why I wanted to put it on the bottom here. So I knew that would be hitting that. The problem with putting these down the other way is these handles could flop out. It's alright though. Come on. Yep, that's the end. All right, this weighs 3,150, not 3,500. All right. This. All right, there it is. Let me take some pictures here. some Gojo scrubbing towels. Pretty nice when you get your hands dirty like that. I'm interested to see what that did to our weight. If we run by a truck stop, I wouldn't mind weighing this just to see if that helped our drives out as much as I think it did. We are in Somerville, West Virginia. I'm taking this footage just in case my GoPro footage doesn't work out, but that's the bucket we're picking up. Raycon said 3,500 pounds, that says 3,150. So that's how we ran the chains. I put 4 chains on it just to make sure. As you can see, that's 3,500 pounds on the new section that we put in. So there's that. Yep. So yep, 4 chains, 4 binders. Nothing crazy. Stayed off of those chrome pieces where the tractor hooks up to. It's all on the bucket. Doesn't matter if the bucket gets scratched up, but I think they like to keep them cylinders smooth. So we're going to hit the road. I need to call the place that we're dropping this off at, see if we can drop on Saturday. Yeah, let's hit the road.
I've been all in my bag, you been all in my business. You be all in your feelings. I've been all in them trenches. I've been all in my bag, you be all in my business. No, they notice me flexing, fit in all of my fitness.